Oh, hello there. We had some snow recently, so I was just sitting here by the fire. My name is Cal, and this video is about the repetitive failure of the superhero movie Logan. I was lucky enough to be reading comic books when Wolverine became a star. He started off as just a bit player of one of the X-Men. He was the troublesome teammate always arguing with Cyclops and Professor X. And then during the Hellfire Club / Dark Phoenix storyline, Wolverine first rescues half the X-Men and Kitty Pryde. Then a few issues later, all the X-Men are captured, and Wolverine is presumed dead. But then he comes back and helps rescue everyone in dramatic fashion. A couple years later, he had an incredibly popular 4-issue limited series. Then he got his own comic book series after that. But Wolverine is a difficult character to make villains for, because with his claws, his attacks are very lethal. Spider-Man or Batman can beat on their foes all day long, but if Wolverine connects on one of his attacks, his opponent is dead. So to be a villain of Wolverine, you have to be pretty invulnerable, or be super elusive, or have an amazing healing factor. But in the Logan movie, they use a repetitive story tactic called cannon fodder. Don't have Wolverine fight any real superheroes. Just throw 100 nameless faces for him to slaughter. And since Wolverine's attacks are killing attacks, the cannon fodder must be robots or aliens or numerous humans that have shown themselves to be evil enough that they warrant being killed. That's how the Logan movie starts out. The tires are being stolen off Logan's limo. How many thieves do you think it will take to steal the tires? It should just take 1 or 2. No, it takes 5 or 6. And of course, one of them has to shoot Logan with a gun to show how ruthless they are, so it's morally okay for Logan to rip them to shreds. By the end of the movie, they are literally trucking in people for Logan to kill. 10, 20, 30, as many as they can cram into their trucks. In the previous Wolverine movie, they threw faceless ninjas at him. It was much better when we saw him fight a single villain that can hold his or her own against Wolverine, such as Sabretooth, Lady Deathstrike, Silver Samurai, or even this guy. Anyone is better than the nameless cannon fodder. So that is the first failure of the movie. Here is the second. The movie ends with Logan dying and his clone-like daughter surviving, and apparently she is the new Wolverine, and her buddies will be the new X-Men, whether you like it or not. This is what I call the dropped torch. It is when movie producers try to pass the torch from a popular character to a newly created character. The movie producers say to the fans, "Sorry, we will not recast your beloved character, so you will have to accept this new one." The problem is, the fans have the final say, and they sometimes say, "We ain't having it." It happened in the Star Wars prequels, when they tried to replace Luke, Han, and Leia with Rey, Finn, and Poe. They tried it in the 4th Indiana Jones movie, where Shia LaBeouf's character would literally take the hat from Harrison Ford's character. The second Predator movie did not do so well without Arnold's character. In the second Planet of the Apes movie, Charlton Heston's character disappears after the first few minutes, and this new guy shows up for the rest of the film. In the already terrible G.I. Joe movie franchise, they killed off everyone from the first movie, and now The Rock is running the show. And I believe they're trying to pass the torch with Captain America. Like I said, the fans have this final word, and many times they do not accept the new character. In sports, there's always a passing of the torch, but fans know this is inevitable and they must accept it. But these movies are fictional stories, and characters can stick around forever by just recasting the actor or actress. Like with James Bond, they just get a new actor, instead of creating an entirely new character like 008 and forcing us to accept him. Those are my arguments. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.